Hello. So I recorded the first journal and apparently I was muted, the microphone was muted, so I have to record this again. Because this is like the only thing I do. I don't really journal. So this is my way of journaling. So anytime I feel like I have the courage and capability to record myself, I will. So anyways, the idea here is GU. Initially, I was bullish in GU when the week started. Uh-huh. I don't know if it's Alt Y. Let's just see. No. So just a minute, Shotika. Should be separators, okay. Yeah, that is makes it way better, so you can understand it. So this is Monday's price action. You can see Monday opened at 2025 18th. It opened at 171.09. No, it opened at 171.09, came down. So price has just been moving low. This is, oh sorry, this was last week price action. Okay, guys, let me just compose myself here. This is the 4H, so this is last week's price action, yeah? From here to here. So you see, last week on Friday we had like this big push up, big push candle. When the news, this was whoever's what is the what was the name of the, you remember the conference? Yeah, for central bankers. So this was that conference. After that conference, we had like this big push up, taking out the previous weekly high. You can see this is also another week. This is the previous weekly high. It was, this is that week's high too. It was taken out. So after the previous weekly high being taken out, what do you expect to see? Previous weekly high, change in state of delivery. So this is the law that we want to see, the change in state of delivery, right? So also having that notion, and also having the notion that on the monthly, we can see an order block forming. Let me just see if I can take you to the monthly. So this is the monthly on EU. You can see that is June, July, August. June, so July makes a high. June, July, August, and just like maybe like do GU to compare. This is June, July, August. But you can see like there's a clear what? This is a very clear order block. From this, you see where it closes, candle closes neatly above it, and it had taken this liquidity, monthly liquidity here. Let me just show you the monthly liquidity there. See the way it closes above it. So you might have potential to trade, and you see below this too is like this fair value gap. So you might have potentials to trade up this lower low here. If I could just mark it. Yeah, there. Yeah, so now back to the 4H. So because price, we can see that order block in that order block on GU, because you can see that order block on GU, you can see, okay, I think I'll go through GU and EU. So in EU, we can see this was the behavior of price. So we can see there's this manipulation which took out the previous weekly high this previous week. So do we expect to take out this previous week's high, or do we expect to take out this previous week's low? Well, that depends on a couple of things. Price doesn't move in one way. Price can move in two ways. Either, if you're taking out this week's high, we are supposed to close above this consequent encroachment at 166.74. If we close above it, that means we might try and take out the weekly highs. How can we close above it? I have to see price come and take out liquidity at 160.27. After taking out liquidity at 160.27, it will impulse up and close above here. Basically, what I'm saying is yeah, for lack of a better thing, I think we'll just use this. So if I want to see price, if we are to take out this high, price will first take out liquidity at A. After taking out liquidity at A, below A, let me put it there, it will come all the way and close above B. That B also this B is 166.47. If it closes above B, now I have a good reason to believe price will go all the way to C. See what I mean? Takes out liquidity at A, closes above B, takes out the buy side resting at C. So manipulation will be, this is accumulation, manipulation at A, distribution 1 B, and then a continuation of distribution to C. Either way, price can also choose to react this way, because you've seen that order block on GU. Price could choose to do one of the following. Price could retrace back to A, okay. Price could choose to take out liquidity at A, resting above the consequent encroachment. That will be the first move. After taking out the first move, it will come and close neatly below B. closing neatly below B, that will tell me that there's possibility of, after closing below B, there's possibility of price coming to these areas of C, because you see this whole big liquidity. Let's go to the 1 month again. So I mark it out, go to the monthly, and you're like, yeah, where might price come when it's leaving the monthly? Here. Right, so yeah, you can see how, yeah, all this while, so like, yeah, that is where the next monthly, that is where the monthly liquidity is. But so yeah, if price closes below B, you know, the next place it's stopping is at C. And you might ask, what is at C? At C there is this large liquidity, which I assume it is a daily liquidity pool, sell side, daily sell side liquidity pool. So we go to the daily. Yeah, you can see clearly the daily is that liquidity pool at C. And then if it closes there, the first liquidity pool is below this BC here. So yeah, that is more like it. And you can see this sloping, see through the month. So let's go to the GU. We already marked where price might go, because GU had the this is where price might end up. This is 130, 167. So this is the price for the last month, and this is the price for our month. That smells nice. Oh, shit, smells nice. Yeah. Okay. So on the weekly, we saw this is price last week, yeah. This here is the price last week. But before the price last week, we can see clearly the high here is 135,890, and the high here is the high here is 35,951, 980, 35,890, sorry, 35,890. High here is 35,951, 890, 951. So this took the liquidity of this. So you could just mark this. This is a liquidity pool here. And you see, funny thing is, these are equal lows. Yeah? Those are weekly equal lows. weekly equal lows. So then we go to the daily now, because you also have to see this candle up, this candle up, see, and these candles here, they closed below the low, probably making it a sort of order block. And then there is that it traded back to it. After it traded back to it, taking out some liquidity. So that's the weekly. Let's do 1 day. So you see, this is also like the weekly trend line is, it is quite a key zone. It's quite a key zone in like probably the last month. You see, comes down, creates this liquidity, comes up, the liquidity is taken here. So what I want to show you is now the previous week. So you see, this is daily. Let me just tile the windows. Control M. This is what EU on the daily. Control M. Oh no. So if that is the daily, I was saying there is this liquidity here. That is swept. The high is created on 24th of 7th. 24th of 7th. This high here is created on 24th of 7th. So that is where the SMT is. Do you see? It creates a lower high here, and then a lower high again, but here it creates a lower high, and then it takes it and a higher low. So there is an SMT on the daily. You can see it's obviously engineering liquidity here with this big push which was on Friday, right? Yeah. That now let's go to the 1H, no 4H. So on GU is the same thing. You can see however much there was that push up. This is, see the way this took out the what low. So this will be week 1, week 2, week 3. Week 1, week 2, week 3. So like right now we are in week 3, right? So week 1, you can see here week 2 took away week 1's high. Here this is week 1. Week 2 never took away the high. So it's price stalled. That tells us that price is probably going down. It's just trapping you inside there. Yep. Notice the closure of the candle. It closes lower. See, this is your order block. Now see, it has closed lower than it. So I want to just see price take out this low. But anyways, now I was on the dollar. Now the dollar, after taking out this liquidity, what does it start doing? Now it starts creating so let me show you. It starts creating this. See, price comes, creates this order block, takes it out. See, price comes, takes out, creates a low, takes out the low, be very careful, be very careful. That is why you feel price not moving. But we'll wait for it to give us a direction. But you've already seen what my whole EUGU outlook is, long-term outlook. So it might be going down, it might be going up. How will I know? Now, so the same way, so what I expected is, so this was last week now. So this is the previous weekly, weekly low, this is the previous weekly high. Right? So if this week created a high, week 1, week 2 did not create the high, it came and took out its what? Take that out. Took out its low, not its high, it took out its low. See, after taking out its low, it expanded up. So what are these? This is Monday. Being that we are below, this is Monday, this is now the opening price around here. This is the weekly opening price. Being that price is below opening price, Monday could make the high if price is in a rush to get somewhere. We don't know that. But what we know is price acts in a certain way. So what are the scenarios here? This is 4 consequent C E of the BC. Soon to be I inverted fair value gap. You might ask why. So what I'm also looking at is basically, I want to know if this is the BC, I should see this consequent encroachment supporting price. And you can see it actually supporting price. You see it came yesterday, closed below, expanded above, then closed below. You see these rejections. The rejecting, if like we could do, let me, so we can see in the lower quarter, you can see the price is rejecting these areas. So And you can see, so price tried to support it but couldn't push it higher, which means these areas these zones are still open. Yeah, so price tried to push, as in buyers tried to push the consequent encroachment of the 4-hour fair value gap, tried to hold price above, but this BC, this down close candle here rejected that. So what do I want to see if you're going down? I want to see a clean close above this lows, and also I want to see a clean close below this CB candle close. That will assure me that we are going down. If it comes up to takes out this, we still have like a lot of liquidity here because we don't know. So I'm just watching price and like managing my positions. Yeah, that is like my long-term up view. So if it closes above, if it closes below this BC, my notion will turn now. I will now be bearish, but for now I'm still bullish because I don't want to choose the turning points for the market. But you can see that it is already giving me, if like maybe I was to do a fib, from this high to this low, you can see it has got to the 79 level very perfectly, and it's coming to this swing low. Yeah, so yeah,